Okay, now we're getting into the problems. And with the problems, our first one here is dealing with resistivity. So our equation for resistivity, like I mentioned earlier, is rho L over A. We're trying to find the resistivity of nichrome, a nickel chromium iron alloy. So I look at it, I've got a length here, so L is 1 meter. It has a 1, the area is 1.0 square millimeters. My physics alarm just went off. I don't like square millimeters. Let's get this into square meters. So normally I would say there's 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. However, since it's squared up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to square this conversion just like I'm going to square that conversion. And that's actually going to make it so this is now 1 million. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 square millimeters. Whoops, square millimeters. That'll get rid of my square millimeters and change it into square meters. So it's actually going to be 1 over a million. So this is going to be 0.1234, and a 1. So I move it 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So this is going to be 1 times 10 to the minus 6 square meters. However you want to do it. Then I keep going. It carries a current of 4 amps when 2 volts is across it. So I've got a current of 4 amps. I've got a voltage of 2 volts. I don't want that. I want R. But since R also equals voltage over current, we could put that in here like so. And then if I really want to, I just want to solve for this. So let's just multiply by the A and divide by the L. So my resistivity should look like this, that if I multiply this A over, I'll bring that A over to the other side, and let's divide by the L to get rid of those. So I'll put the L on the bottom, and I'm going to use the eraser here so I have a little more space. And what I end up with is A times V over L times I. So I take my area of 1 times 10 to the minus 6 times my voltage, which is 2 volts, over my length, which is just 1, times my current, which is 4 amps. So I basically got 2 over 4, which is 1/2 times 10 to the minus 6. So my resistivity would be either 0.5 times 10 to the minus 6, or most people would probably move this decimal 1 place to the right and write it as 5 point, it looks like I've got 2 sig figs times 10 to the minus 7. And then resistivity has kind of got a funny unit. So it's supposed to be ohms for resistance, where we've got L over A. So A is square meters, and this would be meters. So those will partially cancel, and I've got a meter on the bottom. So I want an ohm times a meter, so that when that gets multiplied together, they'll cancel out. So ohm meters for my resistivity. And that's the resistivity of nichrome wire. Hope you enjoyed.